Yo, what's up? Today we're going to be using newly buffed batteries included. So basically what this perk does is whenever you're within 60 meters of a completed generator, you have 5% haste. And before it was 12 meters, so now in an even bigger map, you're gonna get the haste more often. And that's why we're going to be playing as the Legion, because she's an M1 killer, and M1 killers really do benefit from haste. We're also bringing furtive chase, so whenever we hook our obsession, we gain undetectable and 10% haste for 18 seconds. And whenever a survivor rescues the obsession, they become the obsession instead. So then we can go for that survivor, and then hook them, and then gain the effects all over again. We've also got brutal strength, so we destroy pallets, walls, and generators 20% faster. So whenever we're in chase and we feel like we need to really break a pallet to catch the survivor, we can break it faster. And of course pain rest, so whenever we hook a survivor on a scourge hook, the most progress gen pops and loses 20% progress. But yeah, that's basically the build, and let's get into it. Alright, we have the decimated burger, which should be a pretty good map. It is open, but at the same time, it isn't the biggest map, so we should get the haste FM pretty often. But of course, the survivors need to complete a gen first, but that will definitely take a while with my incredible gain skills. Either way, we already got a survivor here, so I'm just going to try to get a hit on her, and then go for the other two survivors, or other three, sorry, just like this. I think we should make it in time, like there's no reason we shouldn't, especially that they're this close. Nice, we already got this one. So I'm gonna go for this one here. I don't think we will get all four, but you know, you can never doubt yourself. And actually, I think we will get the first 4 hits really fast. So nice, the game just started and we already got it down. And a DC too, which is pretty interesting, but hopefully it doesn't mean much. Hopefully the other survivors won't DC. If I was this close dead, honestly, I might have the seed right now because of that horrible pallet drop. But you know what? It's fine. We've got a scourge hook, so that already, you know, deletes the progress of the gen. Hopefully they can complete at least once, so you can get the haste effect at least once in this game. But you know, you never know with these survivors. Maybe I'll have to like let them go a little bit. And also, this is a bot, so I actually now understand. Oh no, wait, sorry. The pallet drop was by the Claudette and not the Michaela. I got confused a little bit by them. But either way, we're gonna get her on another pain res. They didn't take a totem, which means they have 0 generator progress right now. So that's pretty unfortunate for them. And I'm gonna go try and fight the other survivors, but I think I already see one here. I don't know why I popped my power, honestly. I thought she was healthy, but it shouldn't really matter because we're gonna get her recently either way. And honestly, maybe that I've dropped popped my power is even better because I'm giving them a little bit of a chance. Since I doubt they have one if I didn't do that. We still got her pretty fast either way, so it doesn't really matter. If they got a pallet drop right now, then I wouldn't mind, but I'll just hook her on a normal one since there's no scourges nearby, and I hope they get at least some progress. And we've also got furtive chase value, so I'm undetectable, and I've got 10% haste. And let me tell you one thing, 10% haste is pretty insane. I honestly could have hit her there, but you know, I'll go a little bit easy, you know, since I already got so much progress. And oh my god, I probably could have gotten a grab there, but I'm really not trying to try hard this match, especially seeing that they've got one bot and all the other survivors are pretty weird, if you know what I mean. Like, they're just playing pretty insanely bad, let's just say that, I guess. But actually, now that I think about it, the rank reset was today, so that's probably the reason why these survivors suck, because the rank reset just like literally a few hours ago, and this is like literally my first match since the reset, so maybe I'll start to go a little bit more easy on them, but it doesn't really matter. And yeah, honestly, she just got unhooked, but I would just let them heal and, you know, do a little bit of a gem progress since they have literally nothing right now. And I don't want to go too too hard on them. Especially seeing that I have a build that requires them to make like complete generators, so that makes it even more hard for me to use the build if they're gonna be bad. But yeah, let's just get this bot Michaela probably fast out of the game, since I'm guessing she's gonna be the first one out, especially that she DC'd, you know. But yeah, we've got furtive chase again since she was the obsession, and hopefully you can sneak up on the survivor here. This gen is actually almost completed, so, or actually a little bit closer to complete. Oh my god. How couldn't he see me? I was like right next to him. I gave him like enough time to like react at least, but you know, I don't really mind, I guess. I won't kick that gen just to hope that they complete it eventually at least. And nice, they actually got 2 gens that are close to being completed. And she doesn't actually, you know, let herself get grabbed, so that's good for her, I guess. I mean, you know, I wouldn't complain if I could grab her because that would make it even easier for me, but I swear to God, I literally can't use this build because they can't complete a gen. So I might just actually have to stay in place for a little while just for them to complete the gen. But I don't know. I'm not too sure. Either way, I've got a hook here. So I'm just gonna hook her real quick. I'm pretty sure she's second stage. Oh my God, never mind. She's dead. Yeah, maybe I'll give them time to reset a bit. Yeah, he just got unhooked. I am actually gonna go to the opposite side of the map and, you know, let them do something at least. And nice, they've completed this gen, so I can finally go and use the 5% haste. Sadly, this Claudette has no like game sense and just walks right into me, so I couldn't even chase her. But hey, this is some more progress to this build. So yeah, let's just get her on this hook. I'm not sure if she's dead. She's not, which is actually good because I don't want her to die this early. And we've got 15% haste since this gen is, you know, almost completed, and we've got furtive chase. So let me just pop my ability and then cancel it real quick, just like this. And I'm actually gonna use my event power, or not. We can just get him here, and oh my God, nice! He had life. So he barely got away. Even with our 10% speed, we couldn't get him there. But we've got 5% speed from that perk. And nice. Buddies included made us, you know, catch up to him faster. So we finally got some value. Let me just remote hook him here, because, you know, we don't want to waste too much time. And yeah, let's go back to these survivors, since I'm pretty sure they're healing or just around this hook. And nice, they actually popped the gen. You know, I don't know why I'm saying nice, since I'm a killer and I don't want them to be popping gens. But, you know, we can get more values included value now, since we have 5% haste so much of the time. And because of that, we actually got to the hook even faster than we should have. Let me just finally get this Michaela out of the game, because she's way too long here, especially since she's a bot. But yeah, let me just get her with the power here. She actually almost avoided it as the bot, which is pretty incredible. But yeah, let me guess she's gonna drop the pallet. Let me actually just use brutal strength, since we kick the, you know, pallet 20% faster. And yeah, she cornered herself here a little bit, so we're just gonna be able to get her right about, you know, now, especially that she drops this pallet. And nice, we actually got a hook here too, so let me just pick her up real quick. And maybe they can complete a third gen, who knows. And oh my God, they got a flashlight save too, which is pretty incredible. But, you know, it's gonna backfire on her a little bit, since I'm just gonna do a little mind game. And she is pretty dead here, you know. Like, she should have just went away, I guess. It's just a bot either way, so I don't know why she flashlight saved for the bot. But yeah, let me actually get her on this hook. And these survivors are doing a little bit of a comeback. Like, obviously they have 2 survivors dead, so they're not really making a big one. But still, they completed 2 generators, which is not too shabby. And because of these generators, every time we're in the middle of the map, we gain 5% haste for like basically an infinite amount of time. So that's pretty strong, especially when it's in chase. And also, there's a notification there, so the survivors are probably somewhere around main building. The extra 60 meters will definitely help us here. And okay, I think I know where the survivors are. And nice, I think I see the Felix here, so let me just go around like this and get it down real quick. So it's actually crazy how the Michaela is the last one surviving. Oh my God, that's pretty insane for a bot. But, you know, she did get flashlight saves. Let me just, you know, hook him here real quick and then go for the hatch and for the bot. And nice, I already hear hatch here, and perfect. We're just gonna close it real quick, and I guess the bot has nowhere to go anymore. Oh, and I'm pretty sure the bot is opening the gate right now, but sadly she couldn't do it in time, or just sadly for her. I mean, it's a bot, so who really cares? Let me just get this over with real quick. And yeah, GG's. Might as well just mori her here. Anyways, I'm like 15 subscribers of 500, so I'd really appreciate it if we could hit that after this video. But yeah, that's basically it. I hope you enjoyed, and see you next one. Bye!